Hey everyone! Welcome to another episode of Renton Reflects. Historical dramas are not usually my cup of tea, but when I first heard about this show and how it had gotten a lot of praise, I figured I ought to check it out to see what the fuss is all about. And boy, was I in for quite a surprise. Based on the book series of the same name by Julia Quinn, it takes place in London in the early 1800s, and it features a few rich families who have their own traditions and expectations when it comes to finding a suitable partner and raising a family are concerned. Such families include Bridgerton and Featherington. There are a few family members who have storylines of their own. For example, one of the daughters of the Bridgerton family, named Daphne, decides to pull off a ruse with the Duke of Hastings, named Simon Bassett, by pretending that they're romantically linked, not realizing at first that they actually do have a romantic connection with each other. Another example is a cousin of the Featherington family, named Marina, who has a crush on a soldier who's out fighting in Spain. The mother of the family, named Portia, goes out of her way to make Marina think that the soldier doesn't love her anymore. One key element that ties the storylines together is a gossip columnist who goes by the pen name Lady Whistledown, and a few characters, such as Queen Charlotte, try to figure out her true identity. Throughout the series, the families struggle to keep their reputation and their legacies strong and alive. The best way for me to describe the show would be like if Downton Abbey crossed over a tiny bit with Game of Thrones, in terms of the inclusion of adult themes and situations, such as the rare occurrence of sex scenes. That's right, this show actually does have sex scenes in it, as well as bits of nudity, but it's all played out very tastefully. Much like how one would think that people only watch Game of Thrones just for the sex and dragons, are the sex scenes in this show the only reason to enjoy it? Well, to put it simply, no, because they actually do have a point in providing some bearing to the plot. There is also the prominent theme of characters defying tradition, so that they wouldn't have to feel bound by societal expectations. Such a theme is actually a nice thing to see once in a while. The show also takes its time to explore the question of what true love really is. I can't say if this show is 100% historically accurate, plus I've never read the books, but faithfulness to the source material and historical accuracy are not the most important factors in deciding how to judge this show. What's more important is how engaging the plot lines are, how the characters are written and executed, and how visually pleasing it all looks. And this show managed to accomplish those aspects rather nicely. There's deception, there's betrayal, there's scandal, there's romance. It pretty much has all the things one could ask for in this British drama series. And it's all done with such poise, grace, and dignity. Even with the naughty bits aside, I would say that this show was definitely worth my cup of tea. On a scale between 1 and 10, I give this show a 7.5. And that concludes my review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.